Alright, how's it going everyone? White and Nerdy here, bringing you another exciting cast of a Challenger replay here. Grabbed this off of, some Challenger players page. Pretty exciting looking game, looking forward to it. Haven't casted a Gragas support yet, and I think Gragas support is a super fun champion. Going over the team comps real quick. On the blue side, Camille, Nidalee. Obviously, two very strong champions. Camille, a ton of damage from her precision protocol, as well as, good CC with the hook shot. Hextech Ultimatum, such a powerful ability, has really brought her into the apex of pro play as well as solo queue. Nidalee as well, especially paired with any CC, like Scatter the Weak from Syndra or the hook shot from Camille. Just so powerful being able to land the spear, jump in, do a ton of damage. Bot lane, Karma. Haven't seen as much Karma recently in the meta. She has gotten a couple small buffs, so maybe we'll see more of her. Kai'Sa, of course, just overwhelmingly most picked AD carry. Really powerful champion, able to really utilize the new items, the Collector, especially really well. On the other side, Xayah. I've seen a good amount of Xayah. Gragas support as well, sort of the new hotness, works really well, has the Aftershock. Obviously going to be looking for some hard engages there against the more poke, Enchantress-oriented Karma. Lilia, a lot of the same poke abilities as Nidalee, also has that AoE CC with the Lilting Lullaby. Lucian mid, big lane bully, went press the attack, but Syndra, of course, can hold her own, especially with the Electrocute over the Phase Rush, will be able to get a lot of damage. And the Gnar, of course, giving that teamfight presence. Another, very often picked champion, went for the Grasp of the Undying, going to really try and harass the Camille. Let's get into this, see if there's anything exciting coming in at level 1. Or if these teams are planning on just, holding down the fort. Looks like Camille, Strange 12, not quite loaded in, so would be unlikely to see blue team try anything. Challenging Smite, Red Smite coming in for Admiral Safi on the Nidalee, Blue Smite coming in for Lilia. So Nidalee may be able to win some of these early duels if they happen to get into those once that is transformed. Another note, in the mid lane, again, we kind of expect Lucian to be the aggressor in this Lucian Syndra lane, but he actually took Teleport to Jazzy Jellyfish. Freeze went Ignite on the Syndra, so maybe looking for those early kills. Looks like people generally just holding down the fort at their entrances. Both junglers dropping early wards. Look like they're going to recall, pick up those sweeping lenses. Similar for Black Swan on Gragas. Went for that same start. Than that, pretty calm, relatively, nothing crazy here. From the starting items, Xayah starting with the Doran's Shield, expecting to eat a fair bit of poke from the Kai'Sa and the Karma, especially at early levels. Camille, Strange 12, also starting Doran's Shield. We see Camille starting Blade and Shield and Corrupting Potion, all depending on the matchup. That's what we see here. In the mid lane, we're already getting some trades. Freeze and Jellyfish putting in some damage on each other. Jellyfish trying to dodge those dark spheres. Just gonna be trying to farm up, hit the piercing light, proc the press the attack. Pretty standard. Astro Boy on the Lilia getting a leashless start, but getting a good amount of damage, smiting the red buff right away, running right to the Krugs. Obviously, we know that the jungle items, especially in the new jungle, have a ton of sustain, really able to help out junglers there. Let's see what happens here in the bot lane. Again, Crimson Teal really showing a willingness to just farm given the item, given that. Torrent's Shield and great stun here from Freeze. Gets the Ignite off, gets the auto attack. Ignite is ticking, Corrupting Potion is ticking, but the Dark Sphere comes in. First blood for the Syndra. Freeze uses Ignite, and that's that aggression we talked about with the Electrocute, with the Ignite. Here in the bot lane, some more trades coming in. Throwing out the Void Seeker from Tactical, but it's not quite coming in. Acathian Rain got a good amount of damage. Hail of Blades, what we'd expect from the Kai'Sa. We do see the Lucian able to teleport in. No big deal for Jellyfish. Will still be able to pick up a good amount of farm. Just down the kill. Syndra has obviously not been able to spend that gold yet. Admiral Safi taking advantage of the long clear from Astro Boy, trying to take this blue buff, but will not be able to get it. We'll see if we see a scrap here, although Black Swan is starting to step up, using some sweeping lenses to clear some vision. Ela is coming over to help out, but in the mid lane, Jellyfish gets the kill back, so the teleport with the Corrupting Potion helping out, getting him back even in gold, more or less. Here we see a fight. Xayah not here yet. This is a 3v2. Black Swan forced to flash out. Tactical flashing after, getting the auto attack, getting the kill. Astro Boy starting to go back in, but he's forced to flash out. And here comes Crimson Teal. Nice flash to get the big snare on Ayla. A lot of damage now. Tactical is not in a great spot, but Admiral Safi able to pick up the kill, flashing over himself. And now Jellyfish using his flash, coming over. Big skirmish here in the red side jungle, winds up being even, and Admiral Safi is stuck in an undesirable position in the top lane. Strange getting the kill on impact. We'll go back and watch that in a sec. Javelin toss coming in for Safi. Teal using the heal, trying to get there, but Safi just able to get away and dodging. So in the end, it is even here in the bot lane, but kill coming in for Strange 12, and let's back up and see what happened here. Looks like we've got a big precision protocol coming out from Strange 12, getting a lot of that true damage, placing the W down. Impact getting the extra move speed from the Hyper, but then a flash forward from Strange. Very fast flash forward from Impact, but Strange connecting the hook shot, connecting the true damage, walking away from the dive. Very cleanly played. Good job there. And here, so too bad that Crimson Teal's heal couldn't quite get him in range. Looked like Nidalee was dead to maybe one more auto, maybe two more autos. Again, just a very even scrap back and forth. Blue team comes out of it all. About 300 gold up. About the value of the kill on Camille, given that it was an even fight in the rest of the jungle. First item buys coming in. Jazzy Jellyfish picks up the early Merc Treads. Freeze opted for the more lane-oriented items. The Tear of the Goddess for that extra mana sustain, as well as the Amplifying Tome. Get a little bit more AP, but Jellyfish decided he's had enough of the Syndra poke. He's had enough of the Syndra CC. Here in the bot lane, looks like red team has not had enough of blue team's poke or sustain. They are eating it right to the dome. But blue team unable to finish off the kills, pushing red team back to the tower. Should be able to open up a solid CS lead here. Red team's wave is pushing blue team as well, but it looks like blue team wants to just get the push in, get it to tower, get it reset. Blue team with really good vision here in the river. Looks like Safi should be able to pick up the Scuttle Crab, no problem. Jellyfish was spotted on a ward, trying to clear some out. Don't think he got this one here at the river, though. So, other things to note from the first backs. Admiral Safi able to pick up the Hextech Alternator. Should add a lot of burst if they continue going for the scraps. Astro Boy went for the early Ionian boots, just be able to keep up the sustained skirmishes. Serrated Dirk, now complete for tactical. Will probably be working for the Kraken Slayer first, but Serrated Dirk, big item in lane and will help towards that collector. As we expected, Kaisa now up about 15 CS over Crimson Teal after forcing the bot lane out of lane. Gnar, AG impact on Gnar is 15 CS up on Camille. This is more or less what we'd expect in the melee versus range, but has died, has only a second Doran's Blade to the sheen of Camille. Now impact may get dove on Safi, getting that extra damage from the Hextech Alternator, able to jump in, now reprocs the Hunted passive, trying to just push this wave in. Let's see if they try for a dive on impact before he hits level 6. It is risky, as he's about halfway to Gnar. Blue team will just back off. Allow Impact to continue farming, continue build up the lead, but a little bit of pressure put forward from Safi. Red team still going for some poke here. They are still even in XP. Again, they are a little bit down, but the Caulfield's Warhammer was picked up for Crimson Teal. Maybe going for that Essence Reaver rush that we have seen on Xayah a few times. Looking to push this in. Let's see if red team decides to go for something. Looks like Jazzy Jellyfish is spotted on a pink ward. He will clear it out and just head back mid. Pretty good vision from the red team here in the spot side river. They've got a couple pink wards. They've got the Scuttle Crab. May try and set up for the dragon, although it looks like Astro Boy is headed top side, just going to clear out the top side of that jungle as the buffs are respawning for the junglers. Poke. Blue team continues to poke. Black Swan has not been able to really get a strong engage yet in the bot lane, and that is showing in the CS gap. You know, blue team able to just really leverage its early game pressure. The Hail Blades from the Kaisa, the Arcane Comet from the Karma, and we can see blue team here stepping up, looking for the damage, getting that extra move speed, and, you know, able to get a good amount of poke. Astro Boy on the recall is picking up the Fiendish Codex, so potentially opting for that Zanya's Hourglass Rush that we do see sometimes on the Lilia. Could also be working towards the Liandry's Torment Rush. We'll have to see what she opts to do there. A lot of magic damage. Oh, but a big Swirl Seed hit. Gonna put Syndra to sleep. The Unleashed Power not quite able to finish off Astro Boy. Picks up the kill, again helping snowball the Lucian with the teleport. Freeze burned Ignite too, just not able to finish off the Lilia. That should lead red team to get some damage. See what the Nidalee's retort is. Admiral Sappy trying to get some damage on Jellyfish, proccing that alternator, but got the Jellyfish with the Corrupting Potion ticking with press the attack up. You know, may be favored in this all-in. Now here comes a fight maybe from the red team. A Crimson Teal just taking so much poke. Those Karma Qs with the explosion at the end with the mantra up and really start hurting. So once again, red team forced to back off, forced to give up CS, forced to maybe even give up a little bit of XP, although it looks like the wave is going to make it to the tower. Both teams starting to posture around bot side, potentially interested in the dragon, although here we see Admiral Sappy opting to walk away, opting to take the topside Scuttle Crab and maybe look for a fight in the top lane. But blue team does have so much bot pressure right now, they have so much bot priority, they are constantly pushed up to the tower. Crimson Teal is getting low, maybe forced to back if they do opt for a fight. I would not be surprised to see blue team go for a dragon. Instead, Sappy is going for the Herald, but is just backing off for now as Astro Boy and Jellyfish are live. Total gold right now, by the way, back to more or less even. Red team slightly ahead after the fight in the mid lane that allowed red team to take down Freeze, but that difference is made up, of course, in the bot lane CS discrepancy, as well as potentially some support gold. So very even game, even in kills, even in towers. Like blue team is just going to take this Rift Herald with no problem again. They do have such an advantage in the bot lane right now that they are able to roam around, take topside. Red team, not much they can do about it to get to that dragon. But it does mean Crimson Teal is able to get some CS back with no threat of the jungle pressure. Get that wave pushed back into towards tower before backing. Has picked up a Sheen as well as the Crit Cloak at this point, so it does look fairly likely that Crimson Teal is going for that Essence Reaver rush. Tactical on Kai'Sa has picked up a Noon Quiver in addition to the Serrated Dirk, so just grab the Dirk for that lane pressure. EG Impact really has just a lot of parts he's trying to fight here, though, and those parts are doing a lot of work here against Strange 12 with just the Sheen, no real combat stats other than just the Longsword AD and the Cloth Armor. Red team potentially looking for a fight here. Freeze continuing to throw out poke. Here comes the Body Slam, it just misses on to Karma. Astro Boy has decided he wants these Raptors, but not be able to pick him off. We'll just toss out the Swirl Seed. Does connect it onto Sappy, get a little bit of burst there. Get some vision of that jungler. Red team starting to throw poke onto the dragon, but have decided they can't really do it right now. But now Tactical stepping up, may have stepped up a little bit too far. Body Slam flash, but nice counter flash by Tactical, got out of there. Very quick reaction from him. That's why he's challenger. Now blue team stepping up again. They've got the Nidalee here. He may be looking for a fight. The Belly Slam coming in again from Black Swan, but Sappy is right there. Featherstorm coming out, pulls him in, gets the snare. Here comes the teleport for the blue team to follow up Impact, but it is already a double kill for the Nidalee. Impact able to pick up a kill back, but Strange 12 on the Camille launches the Hextech Ultimatum, launches the Precision Protocol. Goodbye Impact. It is a 3-for-1 in favor of the blue team. They play around bot lane and they continue to do well here. Back to the mid lane, Jellyfish really pushing in Freeze, trying to get some damage there, but here in the bot lane, blue team getting so much damage onto this tower, popping the Herald as well with the Camille's pushing power. Looks like they should be able to get this tower, no problem. That should put blue team 2,000 full gold ahead. Great fight for them in the bot lane. Great counter teleport from Strange, and unfortunately by the time Impact got into that fight, he was not Mega, and he was not even close to Mega. B, red team's bot lane is just so far behind at this point. Xayah did not have the Essence Reaver completed. The pressure from the Kai'Sa here in mid lane, great. Oh, what a cask from Black Swan, knocking Tactical over to the side, almost able to complete the Plasma proc onto Jellyfish for the kill, but not quite. Very nice cask, very nice play there from Black Swan. We said he hadn't been able to make engages until this point, but that was a beauty. Tactical caught just out of position, no Void Rush available, and was just taken down. But back to that fight in the bot lane. Impact did not have a big impact on that fight. He was still mini-Gnar, and by the time he got there, Crimson Teal and Black Swan were practically already dead, despite a nice Featherstorm into a flash snare from Crimson Teal. just not quite able to do enough. Black Swan went for a big engage, and Tactical was able to flash out. But Red Team obviously is still making plays around the map. They just picked up a free kill in the mid lane again off an engage from Black Swan. So, you know, he is really trying to pull it back. Obviously, Blue Team's bot lane really won the laning phase, but now Red Team trying to pull it back. And now Ayla may have stepped up a little bit too far, but just able to walk out of range of the body slam. No CC able to connect there from Black Swan. Looks like Tactical is looking. They do know Red Team is here on the red buff. But Nidalee is on the top side right now. Looks like they're going to be able to just walk away and potentially start the dragon. They are going to do the dragon. Tactical and Ayla may not be able to contest. It is dropping fairly fast. Astro Boy on the Lilia. Obviously a lot of damage. Has picked up the Lost Chapter. Looks like he's going straight for the Liandry's. On the other side, Admiral Safi does have the Night Harvester complete. 3-0-2 on the Nidalee means he will be bursting so hard. If he is able to land the Javelin Toss onto one of the squishy targets, they may just fall. In the mid lane, however, it's kind of the other way around. Jazzy Jellyfish has the Gale Force completed in addition to those Mercury's Treads. Freeze is still sitting on tier 2 boots plus Lost Chapter. Does not yet have the Luden's Echo or the Liandry's. So, you know, fairly even, all things considered. A small lead for Blue Team, but here comes the snare coming in from Ayla. Big Javelin Toss, but great Body Slam to knock out the Nidalee. Great, excellent Void Rush from Tactical, taking down Jazzy Jellyfish. Again, that's what we were saying is the Nidalee, with that Night Harvester completed, when she hits the spear on a squishy like the Lucian, it will hurt, and we just saw that despite an excellent Body Slam from Black Swan to prevent the one shot from Nidalee. The Void Rush into the Acathian Rain from Tactical, able to finish the job. Nice pick for Blue Team. Take out that one of the strongest members. And in the top lane, totally missed that. We're going to have to go take a look. We are watching the action mid lane, but Admiral Safi setting up the dive on the Nidalee, being so impactful here. Impact trying to fight, but again, he has just been knocked out of Mega. The challenging smite plus that Nidalee damage practically solo killed him. Strange must have gotten some damage earlier. Back to the mid lane here, another flash belly slam from Black Swan into the snare from Crimson Teal. Gragas walking away at a sliver of health. Astro Boy also walking away at a sliver of health, but will survive the Unleashed Power plus the Ignite. Black Swan feels like every time his flash is up, he is ready to make plays, going with the Body Slam, and he does. Right there, continuing to catch Tactical out of position with the Body Slam, with the flash. Ayla, the Karma, stepping up, hits the snare. Admiral Safi on the Nidalee is here. Featherstorm comes out, but it is not going to do a lot against this Night Harvester Nidalee. Admiral Safi picks up the 5th kill, 5-0-3, fully stacked Dark Seal, sitting on 1750 gold. Very strong Nidalee here. Wow. On the other side, though, Astro Boy does have the Liandry's complete now. Should be able to get a lot of burn in there if the fights go long. Maybe counteract the advantage from the Red Smite, from the Night Harvester. When Admiral Safi backs, we'll see what he buys next. Looks like in the top lane, we don't have time to talk about this anymore. Freeze is top to help out. Hextech Ultimatum into the hook shot for Strange, setting up the kill perfectly for Freeze. Donated over to the Syndra. So, right as Blue Team is going for these fights, as Red Team is going for these fights, Blue Team is rotating around, finding the picks on the map, bullying the top side of the map. As we can see, Impact 1 and 3, Jazzy Jellyfish as well, just fell in the top side. Now, Astro Boy stepping up a Freeze, immediately hitting the Scatter the Weak, taking out a good chunk of Astro Boy's HP. Gonna have to just back up. And in the mid lane, now this is where we're setting up the 2v2. Void Rush in from Tactical, goes in and cannot delete Black Swan. He just does get out. That's a pretty key kiting tool used for Tactical. Let's see if Black Swan can walk back to the mid lane and make another excellent engage here. Good aggressive play from Tactical, though. I like Blue Team trying to press their lead. Trying to utilize that strong Kaisa with the Gale Force plus the Serrated Dirt complete. A lot of damage from that Acathian Rain. Big spear onto Impact, taking out half his health. Void Seeker throws out. So many poke abilities coming here from Blue Team. But now, Tactical may be caught out, but no, here comes Dark Sphere, here comes the Scatter. The Weak misses, but that Javelin Toss onto Lilia does so much damage. All 5 members of Red Team here, and they cannot fight Blue Team. That's allowing Strange on the Camille to get a free push in the bot lane. And now Safi continuing to step up, continuing to huck the Javelins, looking for a hit. There's one. Good damage. The hook shot coming in from Strange. Impact able to hop away. He's stepping up now. He does have the Mega Gnar. Safi continuing to posture up. He has the pounce. Maybe able to get out. Barrel comes out, but negligible damage from this support Gragas. He is, of course, building tank. He's got the Aegis completed. Still does not have the Mythic. Crimson Teal working towards his Mythic. He's got that. He's been sitting on the Essence Reaver, been able to do a good amount of damage, but has just been getting deleted by Admiral Safi. And then the Syndra as well may just be able to totally delete him with a Scatter the Weak into an Unleashed Power. Let's see what happens. Total gold lead at this point, 33k to 30k, so about a 3,000 gold lead for the blue team. Red team is up a dragon. The blue team lead, of course, they are up 4 kills. They have a very strong Nidalee, able to really bully red team, and then a lot of it is just in blue team being able to posture 4v5, getting a ton of poke damage, avoiding the engage, and allowing Camille to pick up a lot of free farm in the lane. Here, though, oh, and there it is again, Black Swan just taking a Javelin Toss, plus a Void Seeker. Now Teleport coming in for Jellyfish. Oh, Impact jumps in to try and get the Gnar, but Safi able to flash away. Impact completely whiffing the ultimate. They are setting up here for a 5v5 around the dragon. Let's see what happens. Swan with another incredible explosive cast, knocking Tactical right into the team. Void Rush does not matter. He has just taken down a free pick for the red team. Dodging the Scatter the Weak, the big stun, the big CC ability from blue team. Now it's red team's turn to throw out the poke with no Tactical alive, the biggest threat. Red team able to secure the dragon. Now Safi is going to get put to sleep. This is going to be a big shutdown, and it's going to go onto Crimson Teal, onto the Xayah. Great sleep. It is a 2 for 0, including that big shutdown onto the Nidalee and the dragon in favor of the red team. Great fight for them. Excellent setup to continue getting back in the game. And again, they owe a lot of that to Black Swan, making a big engage with a body slam into a great explosive cask, knocking Tactical into the team. Despite the Void Rush, the red team was just able to finish him off and get that damage down. Nice play from them. Good teleport from Jellyfish to make sure he was in that fight. And overall, just a really cleanly played fight from red team. No good opportunity for Strange to jump in with the Hextech Ultimatum and blow up a Squishy. No good opportunity for Freeze to jump in and blow up a Squishy with the Unleashed Power. Oh, and now Tactical again has stepped up just a little bit too far. This time Crimson Teal, after picking up that shutdown, was able to go back and finish off the Gale Force. He also had the red buff, and Tactical just stepping up a little too far, had no ultimate, had no heal after that last fight, and he was just taken down promptly. Great fight from Crimson Teal, and all of a sudden, the Xayah is stronger than the Kai'Sa. Tactical 2-6, despite a very strong early game presence in the bot lane. Now it's swung the other way. Crimson Teal is just dominating on the Xayah, tearing up the team fights, as long as he's not getting blown up by the Nidalee Spears. Here in the bot lane, oh, Impact runs out of Mega Gnar again. Strange using the Hextech Ultimatum, trying to get the damage. Gets a lot of true damage there with the Precision Protocol. Impact looks like he's in a bad spot. Hookshot comes in, and Strange 12 finishes it off. Impact gets the tower, but at the cost of his life, and the tower is just traded back by Syndra in the top lane. Looks like Jellyfish wants to take that. The second outer tower that could go down for red team. Here in the jungle, again, look at the damage from one spear onto Astro Boy. Admiral Safi, despite getting shut down, is still so strong, has now finished the Zhonya's Hourglass as well as the Night Harvester. Everybody's done with their mythics now. Stride Breaker for the Gnar, Trinity Force for the Camille, much like we'd expect. Gale Force for the Lucian versus the Luden's Echo from the Syndra. Jazzy Jellyfish has been making plays, doing so much damage in these fights. And in the bot lane, of course, Gale Force, Essence Reaver for Crimson Teal against Gale Force Collector for Tactical. They are both on these 2-item power spikes. So a lot of it is going to depend on the engages. Going to depend on who can play these better. Red team has just so much engage CC with the Gnar, with the Gragas, with the Lilia. They have a lot of options for starting fights. Blue team, a lot pokier. Not as many hard CC options. Their only real hard engage is the Camille, potentially a strong Scatter the Weak from Syndra, but with the way Crimson Teal has been playing pretty far back, it doesn't seem too likely that he's going to be caught by a Scatter the Weak directed at the front line. We'll have to see. Red team here, stepping up. trying to look for some vision. They do have both dragons, so they are ahead there. They have gotten out of the early game. They're only 1,000 gold down. They were being pressured very hard in the top lane by the jungler and in the bot lane by the bot lane, really. Just not great fights for the HUGE Gragas, but they are bringing it back very well. Now, Freeze looking for a stun. He's going to get the stun. He's going to get the Scout of the Week. He's going to get another Darkseer, and the unleashed power onto Jellyfish. Just sat in a bush, waited for Jellyfish to walk back to lane, immediately bursted him down. And Jellyfish is just going to have to back off here. You know, that's pretty much what all Freeze wanted to do, and it did work out. You have a 1v1 in the bot lane. Impact and Camille just sparring. You know, getting their push on. And then the rest of the team postured around this top side with Baron up. Safi continuing to throw out the javelin tosses. Red team is playing it safe. Swirl Seed coming out for Astro Boy. Just tossing it. Tactical walking down towards bot. Try to help out Strange a little bit if he can. Red team continuing to look for that engage. Good positioning here from both teams. Nobody quite willing to commit to a fight yet. Jellyfish still top lane, while Freeze has backed on the blue team. Now, Strange does not realize that Impact sees him. He does not realize that he is being collapsed on. Impact hits the boomerang, able to hop away from the hook shot. Able to stride breaker in, doing a lot of damage right off the bat. Strange getting the shield from her passive, but Astro Boy gets in, hits the two-man sleep. Zanya's used by Nidalee, but Swan going in. Body slam into Drunken Rage, getting all that damage, and it is going to be a double kill for Lilia. Great setup, great job living by Huni, and a fantastic two-man sleep from Astro Boy. Secures the 2 kills, should secure the 3rd dragon of the game, going over to Red Team. They are going to take that 3rd dragon. They are on soul point. Kills are back to even. Red team is up 300 gold. They have pulled back. And Admiral Safi is still dead for 15 seconds. Strange is still dead for 15 seconds. Red team going to turn their attention to the Baron. Impact does not have Mega Gnar, but is just going to TP right into the fight. Make sure that they have 5 members strong, just in case. Gragas still has that explosive cask. He's looking to go in. Ayla taking a lot of damage right off. E forward from Black Swan into the flash. Gets the CC. Black Swan continuing to just set up so many plays. Strange teleports in, but unable to do anything. Blue team continues to look for the fight, but Freeze is deleted. Tactical gets a kill. Crimson Teal stepping forward. Tactical will finish him off and just barely survive. Javelin toss coming in. Black Swan is going to be hit. Hook shot flashed in from Strange. Big stun. But Impact is still on full health. Astro Boy still on full health. They are getting a lot of damage. Another Javelin coming in from Safi. Red team looking to retreat. It is a 3-for-3. Impact does not have Mega Gnar. Astro Boy may not have the damage. Flash jump forward from Impact, but a flash away from Safi. Tactical and Strange looking to flank, maybe with the hook shot. Here comes the hook shot. It's not going to connect, but here comes Safi pouncing in, gets the damage. Ow, but the last auto from Impact in Mini is going to get the kill. The sleep is back up, and Impact will finish off that kill. Now, Ayla back in the fight. Tactical is low, but Impact still stuck in Mega, does not have the range, and he will go down. Sloppy, messy fight. Red team comes away with the Baron. Blue team comes away with the 1 fight at the end of it. At the end of that fight, Astro Boy is the only red team member with the Baron buff still on. Despite Black Swan's best efforts to make these big engages to get these picks, Tactical's positioning was so good in that fight, able to just keep getting the picks. Strange able to keep hitting the CC, the huge hook shots. And that just allowed Blue team to claw back into the game after Red team took their 3rd dragon, 2 free kills, took the Baron. Blue team came in and just barely won the fight. Now Jellyfish able to dodge the Scout of the Week. That looks like it is all he is scared of from Freeze, and he will just demolish him. Now Ayla stepping forward, but now it is just a Karma against a Lucian. Nothing you're going to be able to do there. Jellyfish wins the 1v2. Not even a 1v2. He blew up Freeze before Ayla even got there. And so Red team continues to be so far ahead despite what Blue team is trying to do. Making big fights happen with Strange, with Tactical positioning, with these incredible Javelin tosses from Safi doing so much damage. Red team's engage potential, Red team's burst is proving to be just a little too much. They still have the Baron Nashor buff on the Lilia. and they are still just able to push down these towers quickly. Second and third items starting to come out for some champions. Astro Boy has got the Zanyas plus the Morellonomicon. Grievous Wounds plus the ability to go into stasis. Going to throw out the sleep early right here. Black Swan not really able to get anything done. Tactical just going to take a little bit of damage after getting slept and going to be able to walk away. Ravenous Hydra completed for Strange. But versus the Thornmail for Impact, you know, that means it may be a relatively even fight in the top lane. In the mid lane, just one item still for the Syndra. Jazzy Jellyfish has finished the Essence Reaver and is building towards that Infinity Edge. Crimson Teal on Xayah has completed the Infinity Edge as her third item versus the Rapid Fire Cannon third item from the Kai'Sa. Now here, Astro Boy may not want this fight, going to back off right away as Strange obviously has that huge burst potential. Moonstone Renewer versus Locket of the Iron Solari in the supporting role. Moonstone Renewer is doing its job. It's healed about 1,000, but not enough to counter that Gragas burst, to counter that Lucian burst, to counter the huge amounts of CC coming in from Red. Javelin Toss coming in right away on Black Swan. The Javelins continue to hurt, but Nidalee not as far ahead of Red Team as she was earlier in this game. Red Team feeling strong, grouped as 5, feeling like they can win a team fight with the engage. Feeling like they are going to want to set up this dragon. They're going to want to be the aggressors to set things up after taking that tier 2 middle turret. No turret to fall back to before the inhib for blue team. That Javelin barely looks like it did anything to impact. He's got the magic resistance. Another big engage here from Black Swan. The Culling comes out, tries to finish off Ayla. Ayla just able to get out of range after another great engage from Black Swan. Sleep coming in. It's going to get onto Nidalee. Strange going in with the Hextech Ultimatum. Lucian is dead. CP freeze. Getting the damage with the Unleashed Power, with the Ignite, able to get the kill. It's a big Scatter the Weak here. Black Swan going to be forced to body slam defensively. Red Team going to be forced back. It is a 1-for-1. Both teams are hurting. Let's see what happens here. Red Team still feels strong, but another engage from Black Swan, keeping blue team out of the pit and allowing Astro Boy to just secure the dragon. Goes in and finishes off the Carbon. Now Astro Boy is so strong and blue team is limping. Black Swan may have gone down, but he did not go down before he got so much damage. And blue team forced to retreat. Just Admiral Safi alive. One fight for the red team. They pick up the Ocean Soul. They are going to push for the inhibitor and perhaps more. Another incredible fight. Black Swan continuing to lead red team into these engages to keep blue team out of the key objectives and to allow red team to continue extending this lead. It is now 4,000. They're going to take the inhibitor. Strange 12 has respawned. He did teleport immediately into the bot lane just to get that push going, but has to recall immediately. Not a great teleport there, I would say. But red team is forced to back off. They do get the inhibitor. They get the dragon. The Baron respawning soon. Red team with a lot of gold to spend. 2,000 on the Xayah, 2,000 on the Lilia, 1,500 on the Gnar. Should be some big items coming in and able to leverage this gold lead in the next fight. Well, yeah, this was a very even game with blue team slightly leading in the beginning, in the early, in the mid game, using that power of the Nidalee with the 3 early kills, using the early power of the Kai'Sa and blue team's bot lane pressure. But since then, Black Swan has been able to make a lot of good engages, been able to catch out Tactical several times. Jazzy Jellyfish has been able to consistently win the 1v1s against Freeze, has been able to stay ahead in the mid lane and get so much damage out. Astro Boy has been able to hit big clutch sleeps, and Crimson Teal has been able to peel for himself, allowing Red Team to win these fights off their engages and big chain CC. Blue Team has been able to hang in there thanks to the Camille, thanks to the Hextech Ultimatum, the hook shot, but Freeze is dead right away. We're going to have to back this one up and see what happens, because I feel like we may have a team fight coming. Freeze stepping up. He's got the Rabadon's Death Cap, but he has no stopwatch. He has no Zani's Hourglass. He is smited right away for the slow, and then Jazzy Jellyfish, with the Infinity Edge completed, is just able to burst him so hard. Blue Team now looking for the engage. They are going to get it onto Crimson Teal. Xayah is dead right away. It is a 1-for-1 mid laner for ADC. Impact still has the ult up. He still is in Mega. He is just going to knock Stranger back. Now Red Team is going to have to disengage though. Black Swan taking a lot of damage, getting that body slam off. Now Red Team looking for the re-engage with the culling. A lot of damage. Lilia still alive as well, does so much. Red and blue team just staring down each other menacingly. The Void Seekers, the Javelin tosses continuing to come out from blue team. Black Swan still alive to make a potential engage. He has no cast. Here comes the Chilling Smite though. He gets jumped on. Tactical is down. Impact and Jazzy Jellyfish win the top half of the fight. Camille forced to flash away now and will go down. But red team, when all seems lost, not even when all seems lost, but when all seems even, oh, the flash forward from Jazzy Jellyfish, the jump forward from Impact with the hyper movement speed, that would do it. Red team able to just come up with the unfettered aggression. Just get 2 more free kills. Admiral Safi is still alive, is going to maybe look for a re-engage, maybe look for a steal, but red team is now 5 members strong after those 2 big kills. Great job by them. I mean, very cleanly played from red team. They managed to stay alive through the initial engage, through the initial fight. They popped freeze so fast. And then despite losing Crimson Teal so early, again, it's just that CC. It's the consistent damage from Astro Boy. It's the consistent damage from Jazzy Jellyfish. And it is just consistent damage all around. Impact able to peel, able to keep getting the movement speed. And now, when is the last time you've seen a Camille get 1v1 from an ADC? I think we're going to have to watch this. We were focused on the Baron. Let's see what happens. Crimson Teal, of course, does have 4 items complete. And Strange did not start at full health. Using the Hextech Ultimatum, did not have the true damage from the Precision Protocol up. And that just let Crimson Teal absolutely delete him. Only 2 items plus the plated steel caps for Strange 12. So Crimson Teal on the Xayah with the 4 full items complete. Able to just put him in the dumpster. 4 items also complete on Jazzy Jellyfish. He's picked up the Phantom Dancer. The Magi Soul Stealer picked up for Astro Boy. He is feeling confident with his 1,000 gold bounty. Admiral Safi, you may have been strong in the early game, but now you cannot be under tower when there is a Gnar walking at you. Even in mini, he's got the Stride Breaker. He's got the Grasp. He has got a lot of damage with Force of Nature and Thornmail to protect him from your poke and the tower's poke. Then Impact Stride Breaker's in, tries to jump in. Can't get the Gnar into tactical, but the sleep does come through. Forced to use the QSS immediately. That's a big cooldown burn by Tactical. He does still have the Void Rush up, but red team going to push in for free. Impact is a tanky boy. Look at this damage onto Tactical. Just hops away. In the meantime, Freeze is taken out. Gets the Unleashed power off. Tactical jumps in, is going to get the kill on Jazzy Jellyfish, but he drops so low. Flash in from Astro Boy. He is huge now. He is just demolishing. And this is going to be the ace from the red team all the way in the base. Doesn't matter that they are losing members. Doesn't matter that Jellyfish got tagged by the Unleashed power. Jumped on by Tactical. Red team turns it back. Astro Boy with the Lilia with a dominating last fight to bring the victory to the red team. Very cleanly played with those team fights. With all that CC, that hard engage potential. Just engaging incredibly well onto the blue team. Not much that they could do. Freeze, all he could do every fight was press Unleashed power, press Scatter the Weak, hope that he got enough damage to blow someone up. He usually did not. Jazzy Jellyfish usually did. And Black Swan with clutch Gragas engages, big casts, continuing to set up fights. Great game from the red team. Wild fights. You know, rough lane phase from them, early jungle pressure. Early bot pressure led blue team to an early lead, but once the team fight started, it was all Gragas, it was all Lilia. Syndra and Karma just not able to do enough, and that is a victory in 34 minutes for the red team.